Guys, we may have spent a little bit too much on headlights. So, I had ordered some Diamond Lightworks headlights a while back. They hadn't shown up yet. It's past the date on which he had given me. We ended up canceling the order. And now, fast forward a few months, we've got these. Now, let's get into the box. I've already installed one. I was impatient, but let's get into the box. We're gonna take a look at what comes with this set because it's absolutely incredible. Like, it's great. The lighting output is top tier. The look is amazing. And as far as aftermarket headlights go, like, you really can't beat this. Also, I don't know if you can tell, there's a new motorcycle. It's my brother's. It's a K1100. I used to have one once upon a time. All right, so let's get into the box. You get this harness, which is for daytime running lights. You do not have to run this if you don't want to. This is optional. Let's get into the money. Let's be real, if you clicked on this video, this is why you're here. So there has been a lot of questions on the S2000 forums, which I am now a part of. That's the box I already opened. Which I am now a part of, being as I own an S2000. And there's been a lot of questions on these headlights. So, grab the headlight. You get this nice, well-packaged box. Let's see if I can open this up by myself. The last one I could not. And here's our beautiful unit. We are going to have to pull this lovely saran wrap protector off. So this is our lovely AlphaRex S2000 headlight. Now, this set is pretty cool because it does give you a nice daytime running light across the bottom. It does give you the diamond look projectors, and it's all new. It's not rebuilt, it's not remanufactured, it's not a used housing with a new lens. This is all new, comes with a warranty, which is sick. So, we're gonna leave this nice protectant on there, turn around. Everything is going to be relatively plug and play, if you're not me. The previous owner had botched the wiring on this, so I have new pigtails to go around. I'm gonna get those taken care of. And while I do that, just look at this. I mean, you can't beat that. I know a lot of people love the stock S2000 headlights, and I do as well. They're pretty, they're cool. But to keep up with the output that we now have on the road, like the Mark 8, GTI, this is what we gotta do. So everything, like I said, is plug and play. The only difference is you are going to have this wire for your daytime running light, and it will cross over to your other headlight as well. And just like the digital dash, this is something that I spent my own money on. This wasn't sponsored, discounted, anything. This was something I genuinely just wanted to try, and I am glad that I did, because the output, the functionality of them is 10 out of 10. It's 10 times better than what I had on here. The old units were faded, they were cracked. I mean, it was pretty disgusting. And so I wanted to get a new headlight unit, and that's exactly what we did. So I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna fix these pigtails, because I'm gonna turn you around and show you just how bad these are. This is gross. Please don't do this. Like, this guy is cut into, and then there's a ground that goes down there. That's pretty awful. This isn't factory, so this will be removed. This guy is factory, and then this guy is as well. But those two plugs, we're gonna have to snip those off. and put some new ones on. I did get some heat shrink. I'm going to really take my time and make this nice because I want it to last. I don't want to have to redo this here in a year or two. So we're gonna get nice, high quality parts, OEM Honda pigtails, and heat shrink everything. That way, no moisture, road debris, anything like that gets into it. We just have a nice looking connector. That's really it. I just want it to function, and to function well, and to look as factory as possible. So in order to do this and make sure that I get these right, I am going to have to plug the headlight in and utilize what is there and kind of make it work. So we're going to cut the factory harness with the aftermarket pigtails and put new factory ones on, and get cracking. So I'm going to mount this headlight up temporarily, get it figured out, and then we will throw everything together and make it nice and pretty. And I'm just excited for this to be done and look awesome, just awesome. At this point, we're going to plug in what we can, get that working, and then we will jump into cutting the wiring and making that all nice and pretty. It's pretty freaking easy. Like I said, it's nice plug and play. They don't recommend you use dielectric grease. In fact, it will void your warranty on the headlights if you do so. So, daytime running light, nice and pretty. Flickers on camera, but that's because it's all LED. So nice and pretty daytime running light. We are now going to test the high beams. That's the other plug that I have already fixed up and ready to go. So I just used a power probe to confirm that the high beam works. How I believe this works is similar to GTI's. It's got a secondary lens inside that it flips up and flips down. So these are all on with the low beam, but when you flip to the high beam, it flips a projector or a lens inside, and that's what gives you your high beam instead of using a second bulb. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead, cut the botched harness, and figure out what goes where. Should be pretty easy. I did the other side. Other side wasn't as bad. There was only one that was rough. So we're gonna go ahead, cut the harness, and get started. We're gonna just take this guy. We'll cut him off here, and if we have to trim any back, we can definitely do so. And then this guy is now garbage. Same with this low beam plug. We're just going to do the same thing, cut it. Just right there. Toss it. And now we have our low beam. And this should be our turn signal. So we're gonna unwrap this. We know that this guy is our turn signal. It's also got smaller wires. Just kind of peel this guy off and expose some of the wires so we can trim it back, get a nice, good, clean connection, and make sure that everything else inside is also clean, because it would do us no good if we put it all back together and there was a break somewhere along the line. See, just like that. That's exactly why we peel it back. So these are our new pigtail ends. This is our old harness. We are going to chop off just below where that fray is. That way we get a nice good connection, don't have to worry about this guy. Just trim back just enough to test it. My electrical pliers are not the best. So we can see that this side works. Now we're aiming to get this side going. And in order to do so, you can do this because it's an LED, you're not going to blow it. We're just going to take that guy, just like that. We can see that it's working. If we take the other side, it also works. Nice. So we've got everything all done up and heat shrinked. So it's all nice. It's pretty. It's well done. It'll last. I won't have to worry about the wires breaking. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is take everything, clean that portion up, and then we're going to install the daytime running light system. I love the look of it, so I'm going to run it. Like I said in the beginning of the video, if you don't want to run that, you don't have to. It's not needed. The headlights will function perfectly fine. The sequentials will work. This is just, if you like the look, if you want it, it is there. We are actually going to wait on the daytime running light system. I don't like how close it sits to the turbo manifold. It's going to get too hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it off for now until I can come up with a plan on how I want to route that. That way it doesn't melt, because I would really hate to destroy the nice new harness that they give you. So it does splice into here, and then you've got this guy that connects to your factory harness, and then these run up to your headlight. The problem is my turbo manifold sits right next to that, and I don't want to melt it. So we're going to leave that off for now. I'm going to save that for a different day. We're going to get everything wrapped up, and then let's go ahead and turn the headlights on so you guys can see exactly what they look like. So this is their low beam. As you can see, that in and of itself is really bright. Sorry, you guys are going to have to see this video in black and white. We changed the color of the car, so it is no longer Jake the Snake. Let's see if you can tell a difference with the high beams on camera. Maybe a little bit, but I don't think it picks it up as well. Overall, absolutely love the lights. They came out great. Really, for the price point and being able to get a nice new unit, it's fantastic. One more thing, you probably aren't going to be able to tell because, like I said, once again, black and white. The sequentials. The sequential turn signals. You will be able to see their dynamic, but you won't be able to see the amber. Also, if you're wondering why the valve cover is off and the head is taken apart, that's also another video. So come back for that, because that did not go as planned. If you guys have liked the video, if you guys have found this useful in any way, drop a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, Instagram is _ Octane.Media _ or maybe it's just Octane.Media. But without further ado, that's all I've got for you guys on this one. I will catch you next time. Peace.